Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You guys seem to really like the last video I did, debunking people's dumb takes on the Batman, specifically Ben Shapiro. So we're back doing it again. I found another video. It's full of bad takes regarding this movie, and let's get into it.
Let's get the obvious out of the way. You're making a grounded movie with a hero with no powers, and then Batman had that big-ass bomb exploded right in his fucking face. He knew it was gonna go off, too. That shit blew him like 30 feet back, and this mofo doesn't even have a scratch on his face.
I'm not sure if you looked at the footage you showed, but it was clearly showing Batman covering the exposed part of his face. The rest of his face is being protected by his cowl. And implying that Batman walked away from this unscathed is just wrong. It literally knocks him out, so I don't know what you're getting at with that point.
There's not even a little black powder like fucking Looney Tunes character would have when they get a bomb blown up in their face. He could have just turned around and been like, oh shit, and ran, and then like the explosion blew him back as he flew. Like, that still would have been serious, but I guess they just had to be like, oh, I guess Batman's dead now. I mean, shouldn't he have an injury? Y'all can pay for makeup.
Considering it knocked him out, yeah, it did injure him, just not his face because he covered it.
And then Alfred gets supremely destroyed by an even smaller bomb that was meant for Bruce, because that makes sense, you know, same guy made the same bombs, but, you know, the smaller one is way more devastating than the one that blew up in front of Batman's face.
Buddy, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Batman is wearing a suit of armor. No duh, he's going to be more protected from an explosion than Alfred, who's just wearing regular clothes. Did you watch the movie?
And forget about gunshots hurting Batman. This suit is fucking adamantium. Nothing gets through this thing. Pistols, sure, I can understand how it can stop pistols. A lot of body armor stops pistols, but have you ever seen someone who gets shot in body armor with a pistol? It still leaves bruises, and they're still like, oh, you know, they like lose their breath and shit, and that's just a small pistol round.
When Bruce takes his shirt off early in the movie, we see his body is covered in bruises, implying that those gunshots do hurt him. His armor may take the brunt of it, but it still leaves an impact on him. And in the clip you showed, we saw Bruce, after getting shot, recoil. He's literally getting knocked back by the shot. So yeah, it's affecting him.
I don't know of any body armor that's stopping high-power rifle fire that we see at the end of the movie from like, a freaking 30-06 or something like that. That thing's coming at you at like 1,000 miles per hour or something like that. Have you ever got punched by something going that fast? Something has to absorb that shock, and it's probably his organs. But nah, he's good. He's alright. You know what armor doesn't protect him against, though? A fucking shotgun.
Stopped every one of them.
50 little BBs all at once is much different than getting shot 5,000 times throughout the movie by every gun known to man and then just dusting it off like, whatever, you know, I'm good.
We see Bruce in the movie get bruises from pistol fire. No duh, those bullets are doing harm to him. His body armor is protecting him for the most part, but he's still getting injured. He's just fighting through the pain. The shotgun blast he takes is simply what put him over the edge where he couldn't do anything at that point.
And if you're wearing body armor, that has got to be heavy as fuck to work the way it does in the movie, or some special alloy, which they didn't go into at all. How are you still helping people for hours, picking them up and getting them out of the building like they show when he's at the top of the building at the end of the movie? Are you not tired, dude? You literally just took a shot of adrenaline just to not die, and then you got electrocuted on top of that, which I guess canceled out the adrenaline or something like that.
It does wear him down, hence why he needed the adrenaline shot in the first place. And how would the electrical wire cancel out the adrenaline he's getting? What? Plus, it makes sense that his suit would have protection against electricity, since we see in the movie that Bruce uses electric stuff like the thing he used to tase the thug with. So it makes sense that his suit would grant him some kind of resistance to it.
And now you're still walking around in 100 pounds of armor while wet. He's not a bodybuilder. He's decently fit, but come on, what the fuck? Yeah, but it's a movie. It's a movie. Just, just go with it. It's a movie. Okay. And why should I do that? Why should I just go with it's a movie? Where's the tension? Where's the stakes if he's unkillable in the suit?
Bruce can move around with his armor on because he's in peak human physical condition. And he's not unkillable. If he was unkillable, he would have never needed the adrenaline shot to keep going. What are you talking about?
And no one wants to shoot him in the jaw or the bottom part of his face. Not even a stray fucking bullet. When he was in that room where everyone was like shooting him and all you could see were the flashes of light from the automatic gunfire. As cool as it looked, like not one of those fucking stray bullets ricocheted or like hit him in the face or anything like that.
It's a small part of his face that isn't covered by the cowl. It'd be hard to shoot a moving target in that specific area considering how small it is. So yeah, they're going to be mainly aiming for the body. And you're asking why the people who couldn't see him in pitch black didn't shoot him in the face or couldn't when their only source of light was literally their muzzle flashes? Or that would be the time where they're least likely to hit him in the face. What?
Okay. The solution that I would have done is have him use defensive weapons, more like smoke grenades, flashbangs. Use some fucking gadgets. Find other ways around it instead of just getting shot continuously. And you're freaking Batman. Figure it out. And the biggest tension there was in the movie was when we found out that the Riddler knows that Batman is Bruce. And not only that, he led the police and Batman to an apartment full of evidence supporting this fact. And because of the massive probable cause the police had to go in there, they've now taken pictures of every square inch of that apartment, and it is brimming with proof of the Batman-Bruce connection. Bruce is fucked.
What proof exactly points to Bruce being Batman? If you want to say all the Wayne stuff, cool. There's also tons of other posters and whatnot surrounding them as well. It's not just about the Waynes on that wall. So, what's your point?
And you could see it in his face when Riddler told him that he knew who he was. Now there's a stunning surprise, because what is he going to do? Go on a little wire like Ethan Hunt to destroy the evidence in the police headquarters? Is he going to like burn the apartment down to make sure the evidence isn't backed up? Is he going to kill the cops that know the secrets since a lot of them are corrupt anyway? There's some fucking serious questions in there. The Riddler exposed him perfectly and led him right into the trap with the Riddler himself as bait. It's just a matter of time before the cops figure it out. Damn, Riddler, you got Batman to help you, and now you're going to take him down too by exposing him to the world. Well fucking played. Well fucking played. Psych! You thought...
No, it's false. It never happened. It's fiction. We got you. It's a total fabrication. We made it up.
He didn't know Bruce was Batman? Why waste our fucking time, movie? So you can have a haha got him moment to the audience? Got him! So you can waste more of our time in a 3-hour movie?
The purpose of that was to misdirect the audience and Batman. It also led to one of the most tense scenes in the movie. So, why is it an issue again?
Why was that even there? Why even set us up for that when you're going to immediately take it back away, wasting our fucking time? What was the fucking point? Thanks for fucking us over on what could have been an interesting climax or a problem for Bruce to solve. It's like the end of Iron Man, but way more serious. Does he admit his identity? Does it set up major stakes for the next movie where the cops agree to keep his secret, but he has to do their bidding? They could have made that into something. You almost had me. And speaking of ending, let's talk about where the movie should have ended, with Carmine Falcone dead on a street. Falcone being responsible for Bruce's parents' deaths is the most interesting conflict in the movie. It is the most personal conflict in the movie. After all these years, Bruce finally knows who is responsible, and he can now take his vengeance, the prime driving force that transformed him into the Batman in the first place. And the Riddler got him there. He has the Riddler to thank for this moment. And Bruce gets a choice that will forever change who he is as a person and a hero. Does he break his code to kill the one man that he has dedicated his whole life to exacting revenge upon? Or let the corrupt system handle it and possibly free him again? He decides to hand him off to Gordon, the one non-corrupt cop in the city. And then, Shots fired. The Penguin shoots him. No, wait, up in the window. It was the Riddler. And just like that, Batman was robbed of his own satisfying conclusion and character growth arc.
Not only does he have a moment similar to the one that you're describing you wanted, with him and Selina, and him stopping Selina from killing him because she'd be making the worst mistake of her life, and she would literally have to pay along with him. She would be stooping to his level. That's his moment. Oh my god. Also, Bruce's morality isn't the big part of his arc. His arc in this is realizing he has to stand for something other than just vengeance. That's his arc in this movie, whether you like it or not. His arc is realizing the negative effect his stance on "I'm vengeance" is having on the city, and he has to change it to stand for something more like hope.
And perhaps it would have worked if the Riddler was just trying to set up a bigger, more elaborate plan that challenged Bruce even more than this person who killed his parents, but he wasn't. Instead, this launches us straight into the hugely unnecessary fourth act, where everything we learned about the Riddler to this point goes straight out the fucking windows and out into lower Earth orbit. And the dude just shoots Falcone? Really? After all the elaborate killings and setups, you just shoot him?
Didn't you literally just talk about how Bruce's arc should have went? And one part of that was Riddler shooting Falcone? What are you talking about? Why are you criticizing something that you would have kept in? What?
With a gun? Riddle me this, riddle me that. The easiest thing to kill with is a gat. Wow, movie, way to amaze me on giving the fuck up on a satisfying ending. And then the Riddler's bold plan is to run away into a diner so he can be easily caught. Oh boy. But you see, it was all part of his master plan. He meant to get caught so he can set up the sequel with the Joker in prison. Because I can't think of a single fucking reason why it's in his best interest to be caught.
It's in his best interest to be caught in that moment, so that way he can stay safe while the city is bombed and flooded. It's a way of the movie showing you that Riddler is selfish, and that he puts himself above his mission, quote unquote, of unmasking Gotham. He's not in it for justice like he claims, he is in it for personal revenge. He wants to hurt the city that hurt him. And also he wants to watch the city essentially get bombed and flooded with Batman, as he literally explains.
So he can talk to the Batman and make him think for 2 seconds that he knows his identity? He got caught so he can rely on his Twitter followers to carry out a mass shooting on innocent people because... reasons? Does anybody know why?
Almost like Riddler's whole thing of him be doing it for justice was a lie. He is doing it for selfish reasons. He couldn't care less about the civilians. And Riddler's men are mainly there to take out the mayor and any other political figure.
Oh, it's because he's crazy. He's just a crazy guy. You should have known that. He's willing to kill innocent people too. He tried to kill Bruce after all, just because he's connected to his corrupt father. So it fits. Okay, what connection to corrupt people do the masses of innocent people in Gotham have? Isn't the Riddler trying to save innocents from the corrupt who are running things?
No, he just wants to get revenge on the city that hurt him. He couldn't care less about the people of Gotham. He's doing it for selfish reasons. His whole unmasking Gotham is just a front he uses.
So his big plan is to flood the city and kill them? Remind me, which people can't flee into skyscrapers when a massive tsunami rolls through the alleyways? Oh yeah, the homeless people, the downtrodden and overlooked that the Riddler is fighting for.
Riddler isn't fighting for them. The movie makes it evidently clear that the Riddler is motivated by revenge, not justice.
Dudes sleeping in their cardboard boxes getting washed away. Riddler didn't think about them, did he? And now all the people at the political rally go take refuge at Gotham Square Garden, or whatever it's called. And these idiots decide the lower levels are way better than the upper levels. Better to stay in the nasty garbage sewer water of Gotham than be dry and walk upstairs.
Have you ever considered that the flooding brought debris in from the outside, thus making the stairs not a very viable option? We literally see a car coming through the window. Not to mention, in the scene you were showing in your footage, there was clearly debris around them. What are you talking about, dude?
And the mass shooters inspired by Riddler set out to take their revenge and start killing innocents because they're mad at the corrupt. Okay, fuck out of here, movie. They shoot one person and take about 10 more shots before Batman comes to beat them up. And then Batman gets shot like 20 times, which is cool, as we already established. What's funny is that when the Batman shows up, all of a sudden they have automatic weapons, but when they're shooting the audience, they're just taking like these few single pot shots.
The movie points out that they are using rifles. Most rifles can be switched between automatic and semi-automatic. So when Batman showed up, they most likely switched their guns to automatic so they have a better chance at beating him.
And the dude that shoots Batman with the shotgun, why the fuck did you bring a shotgun for? You're shooting at a distance, idiot.
This is a pretty fair point. Dude, why did you bring a shotgun? As far as you were concerned before you came here, Batman was your ally. What are you doing, buddy?
And then Batman gets to fight a bunch of nutcases who look like the Riddler. Oh wow, such stakes, many tensions. Batman doesn't get to face off against Falcone or the Riddler. We get no satisfying scene where he gets to go toe-to-toe with the main bad guy.
He doesn't go toe-to-toe with the Riddler because the Riddler is in Arkham. What reason would he have? Riddler turned himself in. And if you're wondering why Matt Reeves decided to write it like that and why he didn't let us see Batman versus the Riddler in a fight, Riddler isn't meant to pose a physical challenge to Batman. He isn't a physical threat, he's a mental one.
But he does go finger to finger with the live wire of electricity, and he thought the best thing to do there is to jump on the wire, not use his blade to cut it from afar, not tell Catwoman to pick up a gun and start shooting the wire to break it. But let's be honest, if she missed point-blank shot on Falcone from 4 feet away, she's probably useless here. But yes, Batman's big showdown is with an electrical wire, because it's gonna fall into the water and kill everyone.
If he tries throwing his bat symbol batarang at the wire, there's a chance he could miss. Same thing with Selina and shooting at it. And with the gun, if she misses, she could be potentially shooting innocent civilians. So yeah, it makes sense. He jumps on it and then cuts it. What?
All the people that stupidly stayed in the water instead of walked up the fucking stairs. Fucking dumb.
They may have trouble adapting to their new environment.
Let's not even mention that the mayor got shot and is still walking around like it's nothing after this point, getting her wound all infected in that nasty Gotham water. But remember the moral of the movie. When faced with massive life-threatening injuries, walk it off.
What are you talking about? She walks it off. Dude, next time we see her after she gets shot, she is in visible pain and looks like she's on the verge of crying. What do you mean she just walks it off? Plus, yeah, she'd still be able to move. She got shot in her side. She'd still be able to walk. It's not like that shot was supposed to cripple her.
And that's what I'm doing to this movie. Walking it off like it didn't massively hurt my brain to understand what fucking logic there was for the second half of the movie. And then, even after that ending, there's still like 4 more endings after that, and we have to do the whole Fast and Furious, let's drive off together for 5 minutes and then separate. At least the Fast and Furious one was quicker and it made sense, but like, holy crap, you already said goodbye to the girl. Now we have to watch you drive your motorcycles away? Who fucking cares? End the movie now!
Considering that Bruce legit says that crime is going to run rampant again, it does kind of make sense that, yeah, he escorts Selina out of the city. Is it a necessary scene? No, but I think it just goes to show how much Bruce cares about Selina that he's willing to escort her out of Gotham.
And that's why Batman sucked.
Yeah, and so did this video. But, yeah, that'll be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember, don't go sending any hate to this guy because of his bad movie take. At the end of the day, it's really not that deep. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.